of one to soil my...
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically gray consultants who labor with committing to a side.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations who unfairly stack the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base.
Where'd you learn how to weld, anyway? Some fly-by-night indentured internship?
I'm a self-taught self-stalk. What's your excuse?
Whenever I see that Moon Man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's Choice! Darlings! We won! Hostile takeover this! Right back at you!
I'm Auntie Cleo, and I endorse this message. Attention, valued employees. Auntie here to brighten your workday with a report on just how much money your toil is netting us. It's time for profit forecast time, starting with product development, the borscht loaf and butter of our entire operation. Thanks to our marketing wizards selling the sizzle of incremental product improvement. Sales of new and improved stimulants and nutrition supplements. Up 11% quarter. too shabby. Jealousy, hard feelings, really stirring the pot. You can do it. Well, no, not really. But I get results.
These rats are due for eating. Where are the ones bound for Prater? Wait, these cages are empty. Where's the rat handler in charge? Hey, you haven't seen any loose raptidons running around, have you? Unbelievable. Last time I got stuck with the blame for someone else's ineptitude, I got demoted 2 full ranks. You wouldn't happen to be someone well-versed in weapons, explosives, and/or advanced hand-to-hand fighting, would you? And, you know, work cheap? Oh, good. Someone competent and undemanding. If the Raps aren't here, they've got to be on the creature combat conditioning deck, unbound and undoubtedly pugnacious. This here card will give you access to the elevator at Market Compliance. That, in turn, is behind the value-added esplanade next to the entrance to Head Office Tower. See any Raps loose there? Shoot, explode, or thwack them unsparingly.
Poor Raps. Now they gotta die just because these hullheads didn't look after them proper-like.
Anti's choice. We understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about. We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered through artificial means. At Anti's choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals. With Anti's choice. An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Live a life that's sweeter. With Anti's choice. Item. Business is good. We have positive bit flow. Our portfolio is diversified. But we can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly underperformance review. First up, excessive corporate malfeasance. The only division that earns less when they work more. Ease off the throttle, gang. Won't be any malfeasance if you don't look for it. Next is assertive.
You go on ahead. I'm shilly-shallying about what to do.
Down 14% in net gross. You're supposed to squeeze blood from every contract, not
Please have identification, transfer work, and a reasonable bribe at the ready. Ah, you're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs. Well, you're in luck. Auntie's Choice is hiring outside contractors, and an Earth Directorate agent should fit the bill nicely. Well, still need to check your record, I'm afraid. Alrighty. Commencing review. Estimated wait time, unknown. Really? Reads like a recap of an Aetherwave drama. You're clearly a valued partner of Auntie's Choice, but your standing with us could be higher if you accepted our special offer. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice holo advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Anecdotal feedback from paid experts shows it increases the odds of a ship's crew purchasing Auntie's Choice products by a whopping 11%.
We are also the only retailers for parasite-free purple berries.
The term parasite-free indicates the fact that any kind of parasite found in an Auntie's Choice product is provided free of charge and is not the property of Auntie's Choice or its subsidiary companies, and the eating of said parasite absolves Auntie's Choice of any legal responsibility in perpetuity throughout the galaxy. Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume
With Auntie's Choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base ring and file. The big rip cut off top volumes from home, but our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protector's watered-down rip-off. Pitch ball, they call it. My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones. Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated? That will put posteriors in the seats. A blood sport without blood sounds like red ink to Auntie. Our toss-ball teams play for keeps. I witnessed no fewer than 6 critical blood force dramas in last week's contest between the Easy Elopers and Spectrum Brand Bandits. I pit our least bankable toss-ball team against the Protector's entire roster of pitchball pushovers any day of the fiscal week. Even with half our team's 32 backs benched, they'd forfeit by middle time. It would be an embarrassment of body goals. Imagine the ad windfall. Our athletic assets would achieve full profit potential as human billboards. Of course, I also enjoy the simple pleasure of watching professional athletes bludgeon each other. Such a relatable interest. See, subordinate, I'm just like you. Until next time, look for me in the Platinum Executive Skybox above the line of scrummage. Anti-Cleos was specifically founded to fight what nature inflicts, to offer higher quality pharmaceuticals designed to be better than nature, because nature wants to kill you. Since then, our company has grown, evolved, consumed the first of many rivals. But that original goal remains. What of our goals? Yes, now we strive to spread unfettered free trade and self-betterment throughout the galaxy. But we do so knowing you persist, well fortified by our products. So strive, thrive, survive, arrive. On with Auntie's Choice. Trust your Auntie. This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically break consultants who labor with committee to decide. An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Live a life that's sweeter with Auntie's choice. Item, business is good. We have positive big flow. Our portfolio is diversified. But we can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly underperformance review. First up, excessive corporate malfeasance. The only division that earns us less when they work more. Ease on the throttle, gang. Won't be any malfeasance if you don't look for it. Next is assertive arbitration. Quite the bit. Down 14% in net gross. You're supposed to squeeze blood from every contract, not put us in the red. Learn to negotiate. Xenobiological exploitation output is down 18%. I'm not paying.
Splendid. Should be ready next time you're back. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim, the pride of Auntie's Choice corporate war fleet. Here's a ticket to the first stop on the Profit Mover Trimicular. From there, make your way through the Esplanade to the head office tower reception desk for details on our exciting contract opportunity.
Uncertainty. Can't say I care for it either. But I'll have no truck with the ambitions of efficient. Respected subordinates, spare me no gumption, and I promise we will all thrive. There are reasons to shop for Auntie's Choice products. We have a wide range of goods for every budget, from the most extravagant to the most big-minded of customers. We have food and drink for every taste and meal you can imagine, plus a few more that you can't imagine, but that we can sell you recipes for. We are also the only retailers for parasite-free purple berries.
The term parasite-free indicates the fact that any kind of parasite found in an Auntie's Choice product is provided free of charge and is not the property of Auntie's Choice or its subsidiary companies.
You have questions? We have answers. Anything you need to know about this fine location for a minimal price. Like what? Ask away. Well, farewells are free.
Is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of its glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decides what subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be
Zero-G whiskey.
Trimicular. Arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake. Dynamic, efficient, and well suited to the shifting needs of our. That's what the ACS Undisputed Claim is. Not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments. what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through...
Hey, you, soldier with the, arm. Got a delivery for you. Got a delivery for an Inez Silong? That you? I mean, I'm sure it's you, considering there aren't many of you folk running about. But I've got to ask, company policy.
Yeah, it's me, all right. Who is asking, exactly?
Hey, just a courier friend. Nothing funny like. A soldier named Ortiz hired me to find you, if I could, and deliver this message. Couldn't tell you. The client paid extra for complete confidentiality and prompt delivery. As a reminder, we don't offer return-to-sender service unless you pay double plus expediting charges. Until next time.
Ugh. Ain't heard from Ortiz in months. When we get back to the ship, let's give this a watch.
Position within experimental operations. Welcome to your new role as Site Sanitation Manager, Doc. Next, we have Reginald Oswald in proprietary...
Until next time. Until next time.
On the go. Perhaps a... Step backward to Document Index Manager.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stack the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored Tossball team, series against the Spacers chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer Tyler, 6th base person for the Anti-Cleo Darlings. I cleaned Spacers' chosen goal at the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that Moon Man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Anti's choice! Darlings! Win!
Commander, over here. Commander, wanted to chat with you about the cartridge that courier gave us. Ain't heard from Ortiz in, might well have been a year at this point. That's how it goes when you've fallen behind and the other's got no choice but to keep moving. If he's spending his hard-earned bits to contact me now, there must be a real good reason. Would you watch the message with me? Suppose I am. He's a good friend of mine, or at least he was. I missed him. But I weren't under any presumptions that our friendship would last the moment our unit was dissolved, or we otherwise parted ways. If some... True. Thanks, Commander. Would you do the honors and get it going?
Inez, it's Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted, but it's gone wrong. Should have known when I got to the lab that something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead. Well, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. But I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hit it good. Whatever you're doing is, stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Commander, I ain't sure what to make of Ortiz's message. He's dying. If it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. I gotta find that lab and put a stop to things. Will you help me? Thank you, Commander. Now we just need to find those ice caves on Cloister. We keep our lamps lit, we ought to find the lab without much of a fuss. I hope.
It's Fizzos, Fizzos, we love Fizzos, Fizzos, Spectrum Vodka.
Biomasku!
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Andy's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decides what its subjects get, we respond to what you... through your decisions as... on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated? Ha! That won't put posteriors in the seats. A blood sport without blood sounds like red ink to Auntie. Our tossball teams play for keeps. I witness no fewer than 6 What sort of reception do morally gray outsiders receive when they join up with Andy's Choice? Why, let's take a look.
Welcome, eager go-getter, daredevil self-determinivist, or hero of meritocracy, into Auntie's Choice's esteemed and valuable disposable agent program. As an Ida, you will live the life of an evocative allegory and... adventurist, and help bring Auntie Cleo's astonishing new...
This looks better than I ever dreamed of. Reckon you can buy, sell, and eyeball just about any commodity worth having.
As our Ida, you may envisage equitable profits, beneficent scheduling, and the best...
You there, yes, you! I'd recognize your kind anywhere. You're one of those folks that eats food, and I've got just the sort of grub you've been missing. You feeling famished, peckish, hoggish, malnourished, audacious, voracious, rapacious, avaricious, predacious, or even just plain hungry? I've got you covered. Hot, cold, lukewarm, scalding, or frozen. I've got whatever you might be craving.
Is the Moon Man as a ballad for our ages, a thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation.
You there, yes, you! I'd recognize your kind anywhere. You're one of those folks that eats food, and I've got just the sort of grub you've been missing.
As they tried with us at Tau Ceti, but did Auntie Cleo take...
Feeling queasy, seeing spots, bleeding from orifices either natural or unnatural? If you have a malady, we have the remedy. Made by the finest of Auntie's apothecaries, using the most cutting edge of voluntary test subjects. Half the time, our life-saving medicaments work all the time. Don't worry. Once you try our almost reasonably priced products, you'll compulsorily return time and time again.
Grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. And
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
We won! Hostile takeover!
You dropped something.
Right back at you.
Word to the wise. Mind your personal effects, intellectual assets, and major organs at all times. Plenty of opportunists here, eager to take you for all you're worth. You're lucky I found this, thing you dropped. Get me?
Money your toil is netting us. It's time for profit forecast time, starting with product the borscht loaf and butter of our entire operation.
Unrelated bric-a-brac, we got your unrelated bric-a-brac right here. At Unrelated Bric-a-Brac, we offer only the oddest odds and ends. Feast your eyes on this motley conglomeration of goods.
%, quarter over quarter.
Chewing is for chumps and injecting is for idiots. Come ingest your nourishment the debonair way by drinking it. Step on up and pick your poison or your healthy poison alternative. We've got it all. Just name your color, viscosity, buoyancy, or density, and I've got you covered.
Alone is responsible for a 28% increase in our entire operational budget for the next fiscal semi-decade. Credit where it's to me. As your chief executive, I've fostered a healthy, cutthroat rivalry between
Afraid I'm not being paid to talk to you
jealousy
at present.
our feelings really stirring the pot. Unorthodox? Well, really, but I get results. Writ large in black ink on our balance.
Purpleberry product samples! Purpleberry product samples! Complimentary Purpleberry comestibles! Compliments of Auntie's Choice!
Item. Business is good. We have positive bit flow. Our portfolio is diversified. But we can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly underperformance review. First up, excessive corporate...
Hey, go-getter. Get yourself over here. Look, I'll be direct. We've had our eye on you for some time. Practically a minute all told. And I can tell you're the very thing we're looking for. You possess the sort of rugged, nonconformist, individualist nature that our listeners identify with. Or believe they do anyway. From the meekest flunky to the most milquetoast myrmidon, why, friend, you're everything they want to be. There's two things I desperately require. Realism, authenticity. Sure, some might say they're the same thing, but I use both to highlight emphatic weight. We're working on a brand new set of advertisements and need your exact kind of distinct perspective. He's yesterday's news. Sure, we'll keep playing those old ads. They got a nostalgic appeal for the older set, but his shtick is fraudulent, fabricated, worst yet, contrived. You've got the stuff that can't be faked. Our listeners are sophisticated. They can see right through anything less than 110% genuine. Step inside. I'll introduce you to our main creative type, Mick Tarkenton. Why, the things he does with words you wouldn't believe. He'll tell you how we do things, how we sell product. Then you provide your expertise, lend your maverick perspective, to help him come up with how. All it requires is you be yourself, unabashedly. Then get paid for it. Head into our recording facility when you're ready. Mitt will be in one of the studios. I'll be right along.
Parasite-free purple berries.
The term parasite-free indicates the fact that any kind of parasite found in...
Sorry, in the midst of composing my latest product-oriented dramatization. Talk later.
And the eating of said parasite absolves Auntie's choice of any legal responsibility in perpetuity throughout the galaxy.
No autographs, I'm afraid. Not outside of special appearances. Normally I would, but my agent would space me.
Here for a recording session? Head on back.
110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificial systems through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals.
Yes? Can I help you? Ah, you appear like a rugged sort. Let me guess. Thessaly sent you.
That I did. This is Mitt Tarkington, advertising copywriter extraordinaire. Mitt, this is our maverick outsider. They've heard the pitch and agreed.
Charmed. Yes, well, dive right in, shall we? To begin, allow me to share a bit on how we shape ideas. Part the veil about this magical art we call advertising. We're selling dreams of a better life, a better you, connection, and ease from aches, sorrows, and worry. The product is immaterial. We do have one. I'd need to look it up, though. A little background first to frame your thinking. There are 4 personality types we appeal to when writing advertisement copy.
I'm like you.
I'm who you want to be.
I, who have cultivated a persona as a sarcastic doubter, am not normally into things, so you really ought to listen to me about this.
And I just hate that thing that never happens, yet absolutely could.
Any other general questions before we get started?
Somehow all of them, apparently.
Even the most buttoned-down rule follower imagines themselves a rebel in some way.
All right. I'll ask a few questions about your singular way of looking at things. Then translate your unique perspective into lines for the ad. Now, first question. How can we best understand those like you? Any insight on your kind of unique perspective? All right. Now, I'll reinterpret your response into a line for the ad. Something like, calling all shrewd schemers. Next question. How do we best illustrate credibility? Say, through something you know, or hate. Right. Maybe everyone watches for your next move, so they can copy it. What's an aspirational goal for those who identify with you? Okay, perfect. How about your needs are different than everyone else's? Last question. What do you desire most out of life? And I should mention we have a little leeway to fine-tune the product offering. Have just the thing. Now available in purely chemical form. 100% artificial. What nature nurtured, we improved. The only cyst rind you don't need to chew vigorously.
Yes. Suppose you might need to hear it assembled to make sense of it all. Just a moment while we put it together. I can already hear it in my head, and it is perfect. All right, that's a wrap. Roll the assembly. Fine work, everyone. Take a good listen.
Calling all shrewd schemers. Everyone watches for your next move. so they can copy it, your needs are different than everyone else's. That's why we've updated our premier cyst rinds just for you. Auntie Cleo and Pal's Deep Fried Cysty Bits. Now available in purely chemical form. 100% artificial. What nature nurtured, we improved. The only cyst rind you don't need to chew vigorously.
To fight what nature inflicts, to offer higher quality pharmaceuticals designed to be better than nature, because nature wants to kill you. Since then, our company has grown, evolved, consumed the first of many rivals. But that original goal remains one of our goals. Yes, now we strive to spread unfettered free trade and self-betterment throughout the galaxy. But we
You say Auntie's Choice and Sub Rosa are no different. Talk about naivete. Each has got its own distinct brand of con.
survive, arrive, armed with Auntie's Choice. Trust your Auntie.
Auntie, when are you going to have a sale?
Where's comestibles? Where's comestibles? We're literally giving them away. Sample one of our popular Bourse products. They're completely edible, despite any and all appearances to the contrary.
You want to spend your bits on the best names that money can buy. So she made sure every Auntie's Choice product is on sale for the lowest
Samples from our nutritious tobacco line.
What's the best price? Because Auntie knows best. Always remember, commercialism is
Samples from our nutritious tobacco line.
Society is based upon, not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers.
Purple berry product samples! Purple berry product samples!
The approval process.
Samples from our nutritious tobacco line.
Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter. At Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about. We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial.
Where's comestibles? Where's comestibles? We're literally giving them away.
Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's Choice. Attention any and all no-getters workers on my payroll. It's time to recognize the downwardly mobile with my latest demotions report.
Yes, may I help you somehow? Likely by reminding you that this is not the entrance for unwashed service plebes. Please go tell your manager to fire you. Then follow proper protocols, or we'll find other vendors to patronize. Oh, really? You think that you belong in our lounge, dressed like that? 3 sisty pigs in a trench coat would have a better shot at getting in than you do right now. The owner tasked me with maintaining the posh allure of the best choice, and you are hardly the kind of inestimable personage that would be proper to admit.
I encourage working on the go. Perhaps
A significant contribution to my post-Boniface retirement fund.
Let's not get swindled out of our hard-earned bits, huh? We'll find another way in.
You're now a file clerk. Clerk those files. Next.
Sure you will, peasant. Though you won't have any better luck next time.
When you told colleagues over drinks at the bottom row.
See that vent? Give you one guess where it leads to.
Tooth and short on ideas. Then you agonized for weeks that your comment might get back to me. Anxiety gnawing at your guts. Good news! Your new role as intake greeting specialist will be far less stressful. And if you haven't heard your name yet, breathe easy. That's it for this demotions report. Until next time, everybody do your jobs and there won't be a next time. Toodaloo!
here to my taste, of course, but you enjoy yourself, Commander.
Above the occasional frivolity. No, I do enjoy spectating.
Oh, look at this one.
As much as all
See? They're letting in anyone now. Well, since you're here.
The Growth League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down rip-off pitchball, they call it. My, how imaginative.
Finally, somebody else here with the guts to act. I was about ready to start tearing my ears off. Trapped as I was, listening to these running mouths. Pleased to see you. Ain't sure if you heard, but I'm looking at a promotion to president of aggressive acquisitions after what you and I accomplished on Paradise Island. There may be a certain lack of flying bullets and spraying blood here, but less excitement's the price of promotion, I reckon. I owe you more than a few drinks. See me a couple of months down the line, and you and I'll drink Arcadia dry. But for now, go sever some vital arteries for me.
Of pitchball pushovers any day of the fiscal week. Even with half our team's 32 backs benched, they'd forfeit by middle time. It would be an embarrassment of body goals. Imagine the ad windfall. Our athletic assets would achieve full profit potential.
Everyone has their little hunch about which new product line will sell the most, but I say you need to ask the common bottom rung of consumers. Don't you agree?
Oh, yes, quite.
I'm just like you. Until next time, look for me in the Platinum Executive Skybox above the line of scrummage.
Wait, what? How did you get in there? I'm giving your description to the proper authorities and reporting on you to our upper mid-upper tier retail association.
Better than nature, because nature wants to kill you. Since then, our company has grown, evolved, consumed the first of many rivals. But that original goal remains one of our goals. Yes, now we strive to spread unfettered free trade and self-betterment throughout the galaxy. But we...
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
By our product. Thrive, survive, arrive. Armed with Auntie's choice. Trust your Auntie. Limber up for a... Lecture employees. Just because your Auntie Cleo reached the top of the corporate ladder doesn't mean she can't bottom rung relatability. Business is much like tossball, a game of inches and foot goals played with an excess of necessary roughness. And like tossball, there's more than one way to make a killing. Why, I was just watching the latest bout between the easy-heel loafers and the zero-G shooters. Just quality cleaving.
Tramicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station, head office tower.
I was on the edge of my luxury cysty-hide spectation lounger. Not to mention the concession sales. Invasive marketing hocked it out of the arena with their official Auntie's Choice branded Sprat Christmas.
Who do you think's getting this big promotion?
My bits are on Ormsby.
This must be where the head offices are.
Quite an effective little
It's all right.
stabber.
Stand up tall and act like you belong here.
From pop guns
Which
to
do you like
self-propelled
invading
cannons,
more?
I
The
have whatever
protectorate
size
or the
weaponry
Order?
you need to make all your problems past tense.
Unnerving, but at least they don't worship
Can't tell the
numbers or
difference
some
between
such.
cover and conceal.
You have the look of someone with murderous intent, but no munitions to make it happen. Let's fix that for you. You name it, we got it. I got your locks, I got your stocks, I've even got both your beautifully smoking barrels.
Well, welcome, future repeat customer. I can tell just by looking at you that you'll be back again and again. Ready to make a purchase? All right. But we'd probably save a whole lot of time if you just gave me all your bits.
As they tried with us in Palisetti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's darlings refused to do what things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turper-Tyler, sixth base person for the Anti-Cleo's Darlings. I cleaved Spacer's chosen goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. When see that Moon Man's I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's Choice! Darlings! With It's over this! Right back at you! I'm
Troublemaker approach. Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Anyone else here, a medic?
That's the one you need to worry about. I'm at it. Not getting up without help, Commander.
this work. I get it. Between the rifts, aggressive rivals, and the actions of maverick freelancers, there's a lot of volatility out there right
Can't tell the difference
From pop
between
guns
cover
to
and
self-propelled
concealment.
cannons.
Tronicular, arriving any moment now.
Substitutes.
Approaching the station.
Commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want.
Them raps all taken care of yet? All good news to me, friend. Anything happens down there is not my responsibility. I have ceased all manner of worry and fret. Here's the unagreed upon amount that constitutes your fee.
Lives now, as a responsible society, we allow you to take part in. side effects. As an early adopter at Auntie's choice, we understand. The marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about.
Consume! The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's Darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacer's Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base person for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings. I cleaved Spacer's Chosen's goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that Moon Man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's Choice! Darlings! We won! Hostile takeover this! Right back at you!
I'm Auntie Cleo, and I endorse this message. Attention valued employees. Auntie here to brighten your workday with a report on just how much money your toil is netting us. It's time for profit forecast time.
Mister, any bits to spare? Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
Why, looky here. It's our I see you got her message. Glad you followed up. Now, the question is, are you just here to work an angle, or are you moved by our plight? When the brass sets an impossible deadline, who do you think everybody on the floor gets mad at? When trials run late because some lab tech melted, who catches upstairs ire? See, us in middle management, we get none of the credit, all of the blame. Catch hell coming and going, with nary a promotion or raise in sight. Well, we've had it. We pulled our funds to hire a maverick outsider like yourself to collect useful information on 3 local persons of interest to help us climb the ladder. First person is Melquiades Alcantara, proprietor of the Bottom Runger. Came up with this new drink, the Raptidon Bite. Everyone's dying to try it. We want the secret recipe. The second is an unnamed individual. Shows up at the Esplanade every day with a mop and an armed escort. What's his story? What does he know?
And why is he always waving at everybody and smiling, too?
Head back here when you're done with them two. The third target we'll talk about after. Sort of a controversial figure around here. Consider him a concern for later. Anything else? That's what we want to find out. And that whole smiling business, anybody that's secure in their place here has to have dirt on somebody. Something that we could capitalize on. Oh, nothing so mundane. Alcantara's cornered the market with an innovative concept. Our grand vision is... Okay, wait for it. Now he's done all the work, steal his idea. Wonderful, wonderful. Let me just say that we're all so looking forward to working with you. We can't wait to benefit from the fruit of your efforts. See, everybody? Things are looking up already. Upper middle management, here we come.
I done falled off the corporate ladder.
Tramicular, arriving any moment now. Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors enjoy. Why wait 20 years for the product to market when it can be in the hands of people's lives?
Didn't you hear me growl in a discouraging manner? The first testee ain't to be disturbed.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm gonna, converserate a little. Just wait over there for me or something.
As you wish. Retreating to hover at a respectful distance.
Sorry, they get a mite carried away most times. Oh, me? You must have mistaken me for a site sanitation engineer. Well, that's a real compliment. Don't mind them. They're here to make sure nothing happens. To me, that is. On account of being a close personal friend of fellow Auntie Cleo. It's all a bit much, to be honest, but I guess it's like Auntie always says, anything worth doing is worth overdoing completely. She don't go by that no more. Guess I'm still not used to calling her Auntie. Auntie. There, maybe that'll do it. Anyhow, probably shouldn't just mull about here engaging in idle talk. If she saw me, she'd probably chide me for being overly friendly with everyone, like she used to.
Enough of that. You ain't idling. You're networking, expanding business opportunities. That's my go-to line anyway.
Oh, yes, I was at that, huh? Thanks. I like your arm, by the way. Mine are just boring metal.
Oh, it saves me from small talk, mostly. Ain't many folk who aren't put off by the limb and avoid me entirely, if I'm honest.
Wait, Really? Why, sure. I mean, guess I can't see the harm. Hey, stay here, will you? Me and my new friend here, we're just going over there to the bottom runger to talk.
Staying put, but keeping alert as if our jobs and or lives depended on it.
Between the Easy Heel loafers and Spectrum brand bandits, I'd pit our least bankable tossball team against the Protectorate's entire roster of pitchball pushovers any day of the fiscal week. Even with half our...
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
It would be an embarrassment of body goals. Imagine the ad windfall. Our athletic assets would achieve full profit potential as human billboards. Of course, I also enjoy the simple pleasure of watching professional athletes bludgeon. Such a relatable interest. See, subordinates, I'm just like you. Until
So,
next time.
how does this all work exactly? They bring you a drink, and then people just conversate? Well, wow. Well, is that right? I'm pretty good at that, I guess. Not sure I ever talked about anything important my whole life, though. This seat looks really comfortable. I'll stand. Honestly, it's a real pleasure to be here. Me, in an actual saloon, with someone to talk to, I mean. So, you want to start?
Many rivals, but that original goal remains.
A few years, maybe. Hail from Argos originally. Auntie and I both do. Kind of far from here, I think. Had everything. Mining, a garbage pile, sprats, slums, more mining, the works. I always think that, but just not out loud like that. Like sometimes when I'm cleaning this place, I find a bit or a timepiece or a half-eaten Sprat crisp bag. I turn them in just in case someone's looking for them, which earns me some weird looks. But I figure that's not trash to somebody who needs it. The way I came up, those are treasures.
Every day is a sale at Auntie's Choice.
The first part I'm iffy on. Auntie's Choice all got sent to a mining place. People hated it, but seemed no worse than where we came from to me. Then everyone started fighting. Next thing I knew, Auntie was in charge. Then we were on a ship a while before getting here. Not sure how I got to come along. Maybe Auntie had it sorted, being in charge and all. Eventually, I asked for something to do. I got a note, said pick any job on the ship. I chose this one. Folks back there said they had to guard me. That's the short version.
Through artificial means, at Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110%
You think so? Huh? I just thought it was because we've been friends for ever now. We look out for each other, you know, from afar. Reckon that's an ample amount of small talk, huh? What other sort of stuff you want to talk about? The weather, maybe? We were, what do you call them? Bedraggled orphans, together. Both worked at the garbage pile in Argos. She had to pull me out one time, else I'd be smushed right now. Yep, she was close as you are right now. I got stuck in the pile, hoisted me out. Said if she hadn't not shown up, I would have become garbage. Sure was determined. I'll tell you what. Made her own healing grease in a rusty old can of Spacer's chalk. Got one of them entry science jobs at Auntie Cleo. You know, the corporation, not the person. Was a whole different person back then, if you can believe it. Started scaling the corporate ladder right quick. Weren't too long before she left the colony completely. You think? I'd sure like to think so. Not that I'd want her to feel bad or sad or nothing. Oh, you got me reminiscing something fierce. Did I mention she and I shared an expired chum bar once? Good times.
Wait, you mean to say Auntie's eaten expired rations and shared them? Whoa, she's just like us.
She came to be lead scientist of research and development at Newman Experimental Station. I knew her when she was just Felicity. I was her best test subject. You know, this is nice. Talking like this is much better than when the other person just ambles off like they never heard you.
But you've got your own share of prostheses. Those from the garbage pile in Argos or testing on me?
far less stressful.
Lost an arm back when we learned that antacid wasn't safe for skin. One foot was testing a Raptidon repellent where, I guess they were more just indifferent. I lose track.
You've been through it, huh? I hope you know these experiments did some real good for us. I wouldn't be here alive and with this arm intact if it weren't for folk like you.
Well, you know, I haven't talked to her for, going on 40 years or thereabouts, I think. But, you know, we were real tight when we were nubbins. When she approved my request for this role, I got a letter from her that said, dictated but not read at the end. Like she was talking right to me. Or at me, maybe.
I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base.
You know, you're probably right. Sometimes thought it might be good to hear from her more, but I guess she's real busy.
But our Arcadia Grown League is a
All I know is one day, Felicity said she was up for a promotion to be Auntie. Said it was an idea that went through every generation or some such. Belle, or Auntie, she told me once she needed to climb to the top no matter what, but that she was real sorry about the people she had to step on to get there, though.
even have the T-zones then. Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated? That will put posteriors in the seats.
You know what? You might have the right of it. I never thought of it like that before. It just made me sad because she was so sad. That might be all I want to talk about. The rest makes me, you ever have this empty falling feel? You know, in your chest? Like that, I guess. I don't know, would hate to be rude. You come out with me and all. Well, guess I should get back to work. Important job and all. You know what? I haven't felt this springy inside since Fel and I worked the garbage pile on Argos. Like, less bad. Maybe good even.
Our athletic assets would achieve full profit potential as human billboards. Of course, I also enjoy the simple pleasure of watching professional athletes bludgeon each other. Such a relatable
Yeah, all the yelling. Could listen to that all day, every day. Actually, I have. That'd be Melquiades. Afraid he stepped away to his office. He's around the corner to the right, just past the stairs. Likely find him whipping up a fresh batch of Raptidon Bite cocktails. Won't do it in front of me. The drink's quite a hit around here, and it's Melquiades' own proprietary recipe. People would literally kill to find it out. In fact, I have. I once made a drink called Death by Purpleberry and Ulcer-Zeranium Poisoning. Very high concept. Only a select clientele would appreciate it. Fleetingly. If I did, I certainly wouldn't share it with the likes of you. Stuff sells hand over fist. Think the boss would share that with me? I'm just a lowly factotum around here. I mean, I actually been concocting my own cocktail creations in my odd-off hour. I'm very creative, but, you know, he don't care. More's the pity.
Limber up for a motivating lecture, employees. Just because your Auntie Cleo reached the top of the corporate ladder doesn't mean she can't resonate some bottom-rung relatability. Business is much like tossball, a game of inches and foot goals played with an excess of necessary roughness. And like tossball, there's more than one way to make a killing. Why, I was just watching the latest bout between the Easy Heel Loafers and the Zero G
Ever miss a limited time offer and wonder about how your life would have been?
Closing steam whistle and that 20-back tackle pileup of the tender in the mid.
Step right up for the most exorbitant medical care money can buy. We cure all physical ails. Most at least. Well, there are a lot, I guess. We cure some physical ails. That sounds all right, right? No, but the medicament merchant right downstairs can set you up. I just do hands-on repairs. When you can't stand the pain, come again.
Put on our winger face. Go the extra even zone. This is a marathon, not a sprint to get humped in the Wednesday zone. Although it is that too. Sometimes you can't score a body goal without an offsides huck. Play by the rules or play to win. You can't do both. Feeling motivated? Certainly you are. Now, step up to the line of scrummage and let's bludgeon the competition. See you at center field.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at
I'm sorry, but I'm quite busy at the moment. There are a half-dozen sinks left to clean this shift, as well as one thoroughly formidable latrine, and I... Wait. How terribly rude of me! It's you! You're the one who talked me down from my horrible course at the N-Ray range on Golden Ridge. Improving myself, my friend. I have a new lease on my existence, and it's all thanks to you. You see, I meditated on your words, and on the events that led me to strapping myself to an explosive threatening to kill us both. Something had to change. I realized that the tremendous question, that of controlling the universe's uncertainty, was too tremendous to pursue. So I sought an environment I could control. I do believe I am where I was always meant to be. Janitorial science is deceptively difficult and shockingly stimulating. If you've not, you must try it sometime. Eliminating the malodorous quality of a once bilious stall is just as stimulating a dilemma as any mathematical quandary. Anyhow, I mean not to ramble. Once again, consider me in your debt, eternally. If you ever require a sanitation engineer, I shall come running, mop in hand.
Not too shabby, but that's small change compared to experimental operations, where top lab coats are doing pioneering, confidential work in, well, whatever they're working on. Don't worry about it. All I know is their department alone is responsible for a 28% increase in our entire operational budget for the next fiscal semi-decade. Credit where it's due. To me, as your chief executive, I've fostered a healthy, cutthroat rivalry between our top divisions. Jealousy, hard feelings, really stirring the pot. Unorthodox? Well, no, not really. But I get results, writ large in black ink on our balance sheet. You're welcome, employees. Have a profitable day. Item. Business is good. We have positive bit flow. Our portfolio is diversified. But we can all... better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly underperformance review. First up, excessive corporate malfeasance. The only division...
Just want to say good luck. We're all counting on you.
More. Ease off the throttle, gang. Won't be any malfeasance if you don't look for it. Next is assertive arbitration. Quite the bit pit. Down 4...